Hey guys, welcome back to bb6 podcast. I got Alan here on my left and Dan on my right.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Alan is visiting us today from San Diego. He got his 1995 Toyota Crown. Tell us a little bit about your car, Alan. When'd you get that car?
Got about a year ago, probably like last summer. Got it last summer. I got it bone stock. All I did was put coils and some wheels.
What kind of wheels you have? I noticed that they're pretty nice.
Yeah, it's
The paint's super clean too.
it's a stock
N95.
It's stock wheels converted to three-piece.
Yeah, right-hand drive,
Wait,
beautiful.
this the wheel is stock,
Yeah, stock.
and then they cut it and made it in 3-piece.
Correct.
Oh man, that
Yep.
I seen that on Instagram. Like a lot of people doing that kind of style wheels.
Yeah,
The stock
Damn.
Honda wheels.
Yeah, I seen like popular to use known wheels. I kept looking at them like, man, what wheel is that? Like,
Yeah. It came off Toyota Century.
okay, so what motor's in there?
It's a V8.
Okay, the V8.
Basically the same motor as the LS400.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, those are good motors. So then you can do like a manual swap then, because there's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
lot of people support that mod.
Just don't start swinging it.
Nah, that car,
Nah.
the paint's super clean.
Yeah,
How many kilometers are on there?
Probably like 90,000.
So that's like, what is that equivalent? Like, I think it's somewhere on like 40-ish. Usually it's like around half.
No,
Like,
no. As
in
actually,
in the mileage, if you,
yeah,
you convert it.
It's 90,000 miles. So it
Oh, 90,000 miles.
It has like 123,000.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, for, it's funny, 90,000 miles, 1995, you think of cars that are coming from that year, currently here, daily drivers, and they're clapped out. I mean, people have some beaters, They have 1 year with them, and they beat them up already.
Yeah, I think the car was driven by like a old man before or something.
And you said you got it straight off the boat?
Straight off the boat. First owner in America.
That's
Nice.
cool. So did you have somebody import it, or like, I know there's a bunch of companies that popped up over the years.
I actually got it here already from some other guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I really like they just have like this gangster, Yakuza style.
Yeah.
I've always loved, like, I used to have like the older, like I was telling you, before the podcasting, I used to have a 95 Gloria myself. So I've always liked it. It was black. Like, back then, it was harder to find parts. I think a little bit easier right now, but then some of the old brands went out of business. So then it's kind of a hit and miss.
Any future projects you want to do on your Crown? What's next on it? I know you put the wheels.
Yeah, basically,
Coils.
all it needs is a lip kit.
Mm.
Lip kit or body kit.
It's pretty low, and you're running it on static too.
I love it because it looks stock, but it also looks like slammed. Like it looks like you got it modified, but it's stock, clean.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
much.
a lot of those cars too, like the way that they style them up, it's already kind of on point, So I'm pretty sure you take it anywhere, people are like, "What is that? What is?" I never seen that.
Everywhere I go.
Yeah, so and especially being clean, black cars, man, they're hard to take care of.
Yeah, Alan. Besides this Toyota, what other vehicle you own before? Do you own any other project car?
I have a R32 Skyline.
Nice.
Which
R32.
I haven't driven for like a year since I got this car.
What is it? What model?
It's a R32 GTST.
4-door.
So more reliable than.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of the guys that get the GTRs and they soon start finding out
Yeah,
all the
this-
issues or, they've been ran on.
He took it to Week Fest one year, and I had the pleasure on move it.
Uh-huh.
I turned it on and moved it around, and I was like, man, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a cool experience. I mean, especially here, you kind of
First time
you start seeing more right-hand drives, but then you don't see these.
Yeah,
You see a lot of the Toyota Chasers now.
exactly.
Those are pretty common. Some type of Skyline. So that's why you're probably not driving it as much as before. This is a lot more unique.
between the Crown and the President, right? They're two different models.
Yeah.
What difference from both? They're both Toyotas, right?
No, the
Yeah,
president is Nissan.
Yeah.
Nissan.
It would be essentially competitors. I think the Toyotas pull it off nicer too. So you kind of start looking at the tail lights. It looks pretty sporty for like a sedan, because normally that's always like pretty hard to to pull that off. And you don't really need much. I mean, the body looks pretty cool. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's almost, when you get like a nice car, then you can mess it up if you go the wrong way real quick. Some cars you got to modify them quite a bit to make them look better. But like you said, lip kit or junction produce. I mean, you were telling me before the podcast another brand I never heard before.
It was Artesian Spirit.
Okay,
Yeah.
and that one's a full lip kit or
Yeah, full lip kit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they make VIP parts for like pretty much LS 400.
Oh, okay, so
Pretty
that's
much anything VIP.
so that's their realm. Yeah, no, I saw you had the Auto Fashion Freddy's brand on there. You go over there, you know any of the guys over there.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I
it's
know
pretty
Freddie.
popular.
Yeah, I know Freddie.
Yeah, it's cool.
Freddie from Auto Fashion.
Yeah,
They're having their show pretty soon, right?
November?
November.
November, so that toward the end of the year. Yeah, I mean we're already starting car show season. Is like starting to heat up already. You start seeing people, the big hitters. They usually run big events here in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
You go into that other event you told me the other day in
Rosarito,
Utah.
Utah, Gearhead Society.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you traveled a little bit more than myself, like out of the states. You see common VIP swaps, or like people driving these vehicles.
No, not really. The only VIP vehicles that I see is SoCal.
That's okay. What about? I mean, you ever go to any shows up in NorCal?
No, only SoCal.
Okay, so you just stick around over here. I mean, well, you took the Skyline. That's a completely different car. What made you go from a sporty, quick car to
Pretty much, I wanted to get into the VIP scene,
Okay, gotcha.
and this is the first car I seen on Facebook Market. So
Right.
No, I'm gonna go get it.
Now this is automatic, right?
Yeah, automatic.
Yeah, well, did they ever come in a 5-speed,
No.
or just people got to convert them?
There's some models that has like the 1JZ motor, and they
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they come 5-speed, or you could convert it easier. with
Okay,
those
so
1J motor.
So the motor variation, you got the V8 in there. They came with the 1J, and then which one came with the V12?
The V12 is the Toyota Century.
The Century. Okay.
Yeah,
Century.
my model is the Majesta, so it comes with the V8.
I see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I used to follow a couple of the guys in Japan that they modified these kind of cars, and that's all they really stuck to. But they used to slide them around, and big body cars are drifting on the tracks. You see, typical 240 Sylvia stuff like that drifting, and then you see
Typical.
yeah, that's like the
Yeah,
standard.
nowadays it's just they're gold. They're worth at least 25 on stock.
Yeah, on the street price. But I think if you still look out of state, there's people that sell modded track cars. That's a different story.
Oh yeah.
You can get those still pretty cheap. But the big body cars, I've always liked the big body cars. I think the only car that I had that used to slide around was the SC. But that, it's a 2-door.
How long
But-
were you doing that for?
Man,
How long ago?
Oh gosh, that was like 8-9 years ago. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Did you ever? I know you mentioned you lived in Japan. Did you ever drift out there?
Yeah, I was even an instructor. I used to drive quite a bit. We had a stateside drifting school here. That's why I know these cars, because they were like a common car to, guys would go out there. And especially being the Toyota, like you said, with the JZs.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I never even asked, because, I saw them at the track. I just thought the guy swapped it. I was like, well, this is Japan. You can get this stuff here cheaper, so why not, right? They make the power out of that motor. But then, yeah, I never looked into them to know that was a factory 1J non-VVT, I'm assuming, right? Because
Yeah.
like 95, the older ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
non-VTI.
that stuff's so expensive now. It's crazy.
Yeah, same thing with mine. Mine's non-VTI.
On the motor?
Yeah.
What would they consider the Series 1 or Series 2 on this
Series
motor?
1.
Series 1. Yeah, there were, I didn't even know the JZs, how expensive those things got. I was just looking the other day and I was like, what? I was just
How
$7,000.
much? How much did you pay for your Toyota, Alan?
Yeah, man. That's the unspoken truth.
Oh man,
I paid like over
Just a guesstimation.
like 10,
10.
10K.
That's not
That-
bad.
that's
pretty
pretty good.
Yeah, it's a affordable car.
For being something.
And super clean.
Unique.
I mean, they're selling regular Lexus over here for 10K.
Dude,
You might as
clapped
well-
out,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
beat up.
you got a good
Yeah.
price.
Yeah,
No,
you might as
even-
well buy one from Japan. and
Yeah, yeah. That's why a lot. I had a buddy that bought one of those Mitsubishi Pajeros, the ones that have like that the car style, like wide body. And he goes, "Yeah, I bought 2 of them." I was like, "Why'd you buy 2?" He goes, "It was so cheap." Because he had to buy 2 cars, a family car, and then he wanted a play car. So the other one was the guy gave to him so cheap compared to like whatever's going on stateside. And, you know, after COVID or during COVID, car prices went like crazy.
crazy. Inflation was crazy.
So, and now with the Japanese yen like crashed down, it makes sense for people here to get cars over there.
Yeah, it does.
And I mean, the paint, man, like I always look at
Paint's
that.
good. The mileage low.
Because paint's so expensive nowadays. Like literally, it's just,
Yeah,
it's too much.
I rode in it and it feels smooth
That's cool.
and it's static too. So it's you
I know. Yeah, that's always my favorite. What coils you got in there?
I have Part Shop Max with custom springs. I have 30K springs.
Sheesh, that's
Man.
stiff. But it's a heavy car too,
Yeah,
so
yeah, basically.
yeah, so it needs
basically
it.
needs
it slide all over Vista.
I really like the. I didn't check out the interior. I mean, just kind of from like just outside looks super clean.
Yeah,
you
I
were
mean-
inside.
I was inside. I drove
It
passenger
got some
princess.
cool options. It has like swinging vents, so when you turn on the AC, the vent swings back and forth.
What? What do you mean?
The vent swings like a fan, like it swings back and forth.
Okay, so
It's like a
I'm trying to
motor,
visualize
it-
in my
it's
head.
Spinning.
Yeah,
like the vents on the dash.
yeah, it swings like.
Oh, that's cool.
Just like a fan.
Yeah, man. See, they always make cool shit in the '90s.
Yeah,
Nowadays, cars are
pretty
boring.
much Japan is like way more advanced than us.
And it's
Right.
an old
I mean-
vehicle.
It's a 1995. It has TVs in there. It has you know.
You get in a new car, you're bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're like, oh, by the way, my car from 1995, you know, has
Well, you
more
don't need
swag.
new cars. Some of them you don't even enjoy them because, like the Teslas, they drive their own.
Yeah, I mean, you have the big monitor there, right? I was telling somebody about the EV stuff. I guess now, I see those vehicles like a A to B thing. You just, you know, there should be that time where they should be cheap. You get in there, you sit in there. Like, let's say you commute. You know, a lot of people commute, right? It's a boring drive to work. You can just get in this thing, you sit down, and boom, you're there. You can relax. You know, so that way you're not, you know, like in the morning, super
Oh,
tense
yeah.
going to work. But other than that, I don't see, like, how do you even, if you look at those cars and then, let's say you get, like, what you're saying, 1995, man, how do you get those cars to compete? What are they going to tell you? I got a big tablet in front of my dashboard.
Yeah.
You don't. They even got that stuff, I think, also on AliExpress. You can put one of those in any car.
Exactly.
So,
The monitor.
yeah, like it's,
So, like,
No, and then I noticed that it has a projector for the speedometer.
oh, the heads-up display?
It's
Yeah.
called a heads-up display.
Yeah, the heads-up display. Yeah, I had a like funny story. My dad drove. This is like a non-car guy, so he's like, "Oh, I want to get like a retirement car," and so we're just driving, and he happens to see a BMW, and he goes, "Let's go check that car out." So we stop by. He looks at it like a base model. He's all fell in love with the car. First damn car he sees. He goes and drives in the car. Had heads-up display, right? It's a 2024. Pops is in there. He's like, "Man, BMW is super ahead of their time." I'm like, "Dad, this is my 91 to 246. This is back in the days. Like none special about it."
Exactly.
You actually wouldn't even see that. I don't know in Europe, but I had quite a bit of Euro cars. I never had one that had a heads-up display, but I definitely had a few Japanese cars that had heads-up display. So, is there if that windshield gets cracked, because you know how it has like that heads-up display, because there'd be like a reflector or something, is there an equivalent one? Like, God forbid that happens to you, you know what I mean?
No.
But
If
so you'd have to get it from
That's
Japan.
a good question. How will
if I
you fix
needed
that?
another one, I would have to order it from Japan.
Gotcha.
See that those little details that get expensive, right?
Right. Well, I mean, plus it's a unique car. You think about it, like,
You gotta pay to play.
yeah, and no knock on nobody, but you start getting these cars, start looking like everything. You know, they're pretty cool. You see like what I call the common three: the Dodge, the BRZ, the Mustangs, you know, the
Challengers,
Camaros.
Corvettes.
Yeah,
You see Corvettes everywhere now.
it just, yeah, man, FRS, like you just see a different wrap, different
FRS
color,
right
different.
now, it's like the Civics.
It's like what do you do at the end of the day? My man here just pulls up on a slammed, you know, proper car, and you can shut it down because everybody's like, where is that? What is that? How, you know, everybody got 51 questions on that car.
Yeah. I know you're
This
taking
is
it to Spocom, right, Alan?
Where's Spocom this time?
I think this year they're going to move it up to LA, the
Okay.
LA Convention Center. Previous years they had it at Anaheim Convention Center.
Okay.
What are the mods you're going to do for that?
Pretty much, it's already done. Pretty much I gotta add camera kit
Mm.
and lower it some more.
Sheesh.
Man, you trying to be lower than the dead.
He's a
Not that
gangster.
low. I seem lower.
Yeah,
This-
there's, yeah, you always see that. Like, I saw a video the other day. I don't know what kind of car it was, but they cut out right where the inner door skin's at, and then inside. So, like, the guy sitting down with the door closed, but he can already see through the, he can see the frame,
Yeah,
the
we had
subframe in the
Japan a
rear.
lot.
I was like, hey, man, there's a hole right there.
I know.
You throw, yeah, right.
I did
drop
that
some,
hole.
drop some pennies. Yeah, but
And we took the Toyota to a photo shoot earlier, and it was scraping all over. And he's like, "Oh, it's okay."
yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, that's
You
what it
just
is.
gotta be about that life, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta send it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when we drove it in the studio, you know, you had to, you know, flip it a little bit to get it over the hump. That's just kind of normal. I like. Do those come factory with any other like options in the back, or has it always been where people got to upgrade to like the curtains? I thought some of the cars like.
Yeah, basically mine's a base model. So like the luxury model has the curtains. They
Is it
have
electric or is
Yeah,
it like
electric. electric,
Damn, that's just crazy.
and they have the back seat decline. rear
It's
seat
crazy.
decline.
It's crazy that he's saying it's his is a base model because we look at it and it's luxury for
Right,
us.
right.
I
Well-
can't just imagine a luxury.
If you start thinking about modern cars, how much you pay, and you know, don't worry about the exterior, but you just start looking at the amenities you get inside, how much you're paying for that, you're really not getting a whole lot. They just, I always look at that. They're just selling people nowadays like LED lights. You know, they got you like a LED light in the back of the tail light, or
Underglow.
those door panel LED lights, and I go, man, those are like AliExpress mods for $10.
Exactly.
Like, but they're just taxing people, and you know, you look at the stuff that your car already came with. That even some of those cars are not even coming with it. I did have one of the older cars that I did have was a '83 BMW. That one had a wine cooler in the back, and they stopped making that on like all the 6 Series BMWs.
Is that
What-
factory?
Yeah, that was factory,
Nice.
and it had 2 bucket seats in the back. So the front bucket seats were like Recaro bucket seats, and they had this 2 style bucket seats in the back seat. So like if you had people back there, they're like literally hugged in. And then you look at all the new 6 Series, like they're just normal bench seat. It doesn't look cool anymore. That's why I always like look at the old Japanese stuff, the old German stuff. They always have like a similarity styling. And then you look at their modern stuff. I think probably Toyota is the only one that you can, I guess, kind of say that they're giving the enthusiast something out of like the JDM brands. As Nissan, what are they really doing? Like people finally figured out that the 400Z is literally a 370Z. So everybody's like, oh, it's the Q50 engine with the, you know, reskinned 370Z. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so people looked in the part numbers, and, you know, they just kind of started posting that on the internet. You just got a kind of a kit car, if you say,
Just like the
cookie cutter.
Just like the BMW and the Supras.
Yeah, man, exactly. They're just cookie cuttering vehicles and just changing the labels.
I got a boy in Tijuana
Uh-huh.
who swapped a
Smuggled them over?
350. He put a RB26 in there,
Yeah, that's
and
just dope.
it looks. You seen it?
Omar's.
Yeah, Omar
Yeah,
stunts
and he put it in what?
on a 350.
Okay.
Man, it looks so beautiful.
We don't got oil starvation issues now. We
and
might have some other issues
and he's from Mexico. He's in Tijuana, so
I think most of the builds over there now, because like they're so close here, they get a lot of the info from down here. You know?
oh
what I mean?
yeah, they get
It's like an
inspired
extension.
by every time I bring to the States cars from Mexico to come to
Yeah.
assist the shows.
Yeah.
first thing they do, they take pictures. They don't even worry about their vehicles. They
They just park.
They park and they go
They're
take
the
pictures.
ops. They're walking around
They
taking.
take pictures and take ideas and take them back home and then mod their cars over there.
They're gonna look at yours and watch. They're gonna start.
Oh, why not? You know?
You're gonna see some
I
they
don't
get
mind.
inspired from.
Will you
I would
take it
love
to
that.
Mexico?
Hell yeah. Oh, but
We probably gotta go and it depends where you go, cause man, some of the roads over there,
Yeah.
fuck, you're.
Yeah.
You got to know your way around.
Yeah, it's tough. But that'd be pretty hard just to see that.
I heard some is like dirt roads.
In the inner city, once you go in, it's pretty solid. But
Yeah.
once you start going into little towns, yeah, it's dirt roads.
Yeah, you're not gonna run through.
or
potholes.
they're roads that are rocks.
Yeah,
So,
but that'd be a cool flex.
oh yeah,
You
beautiful.
know what I mean?
They
'Cause
wouldn't.
there's-
They never seen a car like that over there.
And then you have if there's like streets where there's so many neon lights, it looks like mini Vegas. So you could be going, you just driving. It
seen
just
it.
gives them a different vibe, So yeah, and when people see that, they're like, "Man, where was that?" Because you won't really expect it. You have a question?
I mean, yeah. Besides Spolcom, what other shows have you assisted?
This year I just went to one show in San Diego. It was Rex Fest.
Oh, Rex
Oh,
Fest.
yeah, that
I
happened
didn't
a
get
few
to
months
go
ago.
there. I had
that
another
was my
show.
first show with that car. I took a trophy home.
Wow. Best of show?
Best.
Vendor's choice.
Vendor's choice.
That's cool. Would have been my choice.
Yeah, Rex practically has all yearbook.
Who runs that?
Rex?
Rex.
That guy's name's Rex.
Rex.
Okay.
He's an old school Honda guy. He has at least throughout December, he has at least 6-7 shows that he has booked.
Through so all in San Diego, he kind of travels around.
He travels
just,
around.
That was actually his first show.
Oh, so he's gonna put on more.
Yeah.
Where did that? Was that at a fairgrounds? Where did they
It was
host
at a
them?
church.
Okay, so they use the parking lot.
So
probably from there he's
the nearest show he's
pull
gonna
it up.
have is on the 22nd. It's called the 90s Throwback.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, man, that's you.
Sounds like it's
Yeah.
gonna be exciting.
Yeah, that's
The second show is on July 20th.
You know-
JDM versus Euro.
who's doing that. You should probably it's shout out to the guys at Union Motoring. They're up in LA. They're doing way back when, so 80s and 90s.
Oh,
Yeah, if you haven't followed my G, they got a like cool ass spot.
Yeah,
Downtown.
I think I've been to one of their events with my Skyline before.
Oh, where they had the bridge. They got the where they did the new, I forgot the name of it, that bridge in LA.
6th Avenue, I think, or
Yeah, somewhere-
7th
yeah,
Avenue.
they're right
They
underneath
actually
it.
did an event here in San Diego.
Oh, so they came in down here.
Yeah,
They
came
got a
down here.
spot down there, and basically in the warehouse, you can go in and park it in there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the whole like
Nice.
feel of the vibe of there. You get a lot of cool cats to go down and show off their stuff.
Well, that area right there is nice because you have East LA, and then you go over the bridge and you're downtown.
Yeah, just don't go past down that street because you're gonna see the
You
real
get
LA.
shot up. If you don't got long socks, you ain't down enough.
Wow. They got yeah, if you make your way towards that way, you can also stop by race service. Those are kind of places like you take this kind of car, they appreciate it. Like that old school 80s, 90s. That's the place where you want to go. A little bit further up, Motoring Coffee. That place is pretty legit. It's just for us from SD. It's about a 2-hour drive.
Yeah.
But that place is cool. You can go in there and park. Like just the whole setup is cool. Have you guys gone to GC Garage Collective?
No.
Yeah, if you guys.
Tomorrow's actually my first time.
Actually, I
Yeah.
invited him tomorrow. I told him if he gets there early, we might get him a good spot inside.
Yeah, there's not a lot of. I mean, I guess if you think about like car culture, and I had one guy tell me before from LA. He goes, "Man, the reason we don't go down to SD is what does SD have that LA doesn't?" It's a tough one because they're pretty saturated. As like
We got better
events,
tacos.
better
That's for
tacos.
sure.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody comes down here for the food, but then it's gonna be you're gonna start fighting.
One thing I like about the spot at Garage Collective,
Mm-hmm.
it's an urban town,
Uh-huh.
it's Chicano Park.
Yeah,
So you have a bunch of murals. As soon as you go make a turn in
You
that
hang a right.
street, yeah, you make a right on that after that exit. You see a bunch of murals, a bunch of lowriders. You see all the good
Yeah, the
food
down
spots.
the street.
You got the coffee shop in the corner.
the main thing that they wanted to I guess, achieve there. They wanted to get a place where the rarity stuff, people that don't see it, you got the JDM, the Euro. They wanted it, and that's what you see there. I mean, some people bring some stuff. You're like, where did this come from? And then, you talk to the guy. You'll get that. They're like, you'll get an older guy that's into like Euros, and you'll see it, and he goes, man, what? I love this. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but this looks cool. Like, tell me about it. And it's pretty cool because normally when you meet people up at like night meets, people got their cliques. They're kind of like out there. Somebody might be kind of like low key pointing at your car. They really want to go talk to you, but they don't know you like that. And that place right there, it kind of opens up everybody. I think it's because it's inside a warehouse. It's well lit, and people bring that vibe there. I like it when I see. I think last time there was a guy that had an Aventador. This dude parks there with like that lowrider Miata.
Aventador.
There was like this
from the Lux, right, Brian?
it was a different one.
Oh, really?
And then there was a guy that had a lowrider painted Miata. You just see like this.
Oh, that's my boy.
You just see like this crazy odd stuff, and the dude with the Aventador, it's how he's like, hey man, that paint is crazy, and so they start chopping it up right there.
Guy with the Lambo and the guy with the Miata.
In the wild, you wouldn't really out in the streets, you don't see like that. Or the guy shows up with the he parked his Lolo next to the red GTR. He had a R34 GTR, and it's just rare. Like you'll have who knows what, some other rare thing, and like that oddness. And like I said, when I travel in Japan, it was always if you would see these cars, you would just see them. You wouldn't see them messing with something different. And here,
stick to their own.
Yeah, it's you just see this crazy vibe everywhere, and you don't really see. Just don't see it over there. Oh, the Skylines. Okay, well those guys are with themselves. Oh, there's the Lambo guys. Okay, that's just them over there. They wouldn't mess with each other. So
yeah, he's a little bit excited. He told me that all he's seen is videos. The videos he's seen, he likes it. So I know he's excited. And then he's more because he's gonna be inside if he gets there early.
What is that guy that goes there and cooks?
Puppies.
Man, yeah.
The hibachi. Oh man, you gotta try it.
It's a little pricey, but it's really good.
It's good,
but it's pricey.
So don't eat before you get there, man. So you try the chicken and they have lobster too.
Yeah,
shrimp and lobster.
So nice.
Every time he's gone there, he sells out. Like he probably, I'm sure he brings a good amount of people. He just tells people he's going because they're going there to buy his food.
Oh yeah.
So, and you get a lot of motorcycle guys too. You get at least around 50 motorcycle guys that show up.
I seen that last time.
Yeah, they ride a different kind.
Last time, my cousin went. He said there was no parking. They had to park down the street.
Dude with the camera, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the first time
I seen him.
Out of all the times, I know there was 2 times for sure. It got to the point because the city bus rolls through there, and we had to move all the cars out the way. The city bus is like, dude, I gotta go. I'm running a route.
Is that the time when they blocked the street?
It happened twice, and there was 5 blocks packed, which was really nice because. So normally we get a bad rap in the JDM stuff, right? Cool thing there, people ain't acting ratchet. They left, got a little. You do little sprints here and there, but nothing like somebody's like, watch me do a sideshow or something stupid. Because that's what's going to kill it for everybody.
But the police station down the street.
But then when they did the Chazzy Dog event with that famous photographer from L.A., I believe the guy showed up late to his own event. It was like an hour and a half late. He was supposed to be there prior, so 3 hours late technically. The vehicles that were there, shooting fireballs and, doing the typical revving and this and that. Some guys took off, started doing burnouts. Down the street, there's already the cops. So they don't know the difference. You know what I mean? Where they're like, I don't know what Lux means. I don't know what this means. It's just a different kind of crowd. Like tomorrow, I think you see a lot of family guys go there. 30s, 40s, 20s.
Kids too. I seen kids.
But then for that Chazzy Dog one, they did a street closure. It was mainly like the youth, like early 20s, and you can just tell they're about that, and that's all they wanted to see was just them doing 2 steps, shooting fireballs,
sideshow stuff.
Yeah. And instantly I go, man, that's why we can't have nice stuff.
Exactly.
You start doing that shit, But
well, guys, it looks
Yeah,
like
as
it's
soon as that happens,
times.
I'll leave.
yeah,
Time's almost running out. I want to thank Alan for
Man, you
being
kicking
here with
us
us.
out?
No, you know.
well, I
Alan,
appreciate you coming down, man. It's a
Thank you.
beautiful
Thank you
car.
for bringing your car. We're gonna take some pictures. Thank you for spending the time here at the spot.
Yeah, for
at
sure.
bb6 podcast, and we'll see you guys at the next episode.
All right, peace, everyone.
Peace.